Welcome to the NDT Nonsense and Deep Thoughts Podcast, special edition. Justin and I are going to be talking about the Internet Invitational that took place on YouTube, brought to you by Barstool Sports and Bob Does Sports.
And foreplay.
Justin, in foreplay. Justin, how are you tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Bro, that was a great watch.
Great watch. I'm kind of upset we didn't
There's
get
not
any
more.
more. Yeah, like I'm sitting here, like at the end of the last episode, I was like, I want more. And that's crazy. Like they did something that the PGA could never do.
Right. You also got Dave's a very smart man and gets what he wants. Like the clips that he gets, the drama he creates
Yes.
personally.
Well, he
He's good
he's
at what he
looking.
does.
Yeah, he's very good at what he does. You know, you're looking at that as like a TV show. You
hmm
know, you got to produce it the way to make things come off the way they need to come off.
Some of the shots they pulled off,
Oh God, yeah. I mean
like camera shots, stuff you'll never see on the PGA.
the
It might
48.
break
Yeah,
golf.
but at the same time, the 48 golfers they had there, what a spectacular showing they had.
Right. I love the mix up that they had too.
I mean, the format,
Different levels.
yeah, the format was amazing. You couldn't have asked for a better format for having so many different level player of golf.
Very true. Like we should probably break down the format.
Between a plus 18 to a minus 9, like, but they all had a chance to win $1 million.
It was amazing.
Yeah. You know,
More,
no
more
one
than that, there was
coming into this event, no one knew what the format was until the first night of picking the teams. And the way the format went is that it was a morning session. You pick teams. Day one, you pick a team. 24 on one side, 24 on the next. At the end of day one, 24 people went home. So the night before day one, they picked their teams. It was 9 holes on Paynes Valley to start in the morning, playing scramble, 2v2 scrambles. And then in the afternoon, after lunch, they played 2v2 alt shot. Each match was worth 1 point. At the end of the day, on day one, the team who had 12 and a half or more points was the team that was advancing to day two. Same format happened on day two, except it was teams of 12 versus 12, and whoever lost at the end of day two went home. Day three became much more interesting. Pardon me. Um, they opened the morning session with 18 holes at Cliffhangers, which is a par three course, playing true alt shot. Two teams of three got eliminated after that, and then went into the afternoon to play 18 holes at Paynes Valley, uh, 3v3 true alt shot. That's how it all set up.
it was a great mix of all the different ways golf can be played.
You know, similar to a Ryder Cup style, um, but it was
Team based and very fair. Like A tier golfers weren't guaranteed to move on. You were guaranteed to basically split them in half every day.
right. So I mean, if we're talking for the teams of day one, on Team Orange there was George Bryan, Brad Dalkey, Micah Morris, Peter Finch, Roger Steele, Kyle Berkshire. Well, as their ABs, and then on Team Pink you had Wesley Bryan, Grant Horvat, Luke Kwan, Garrett Clark, Fat Perez, Mason Nutt, Josh Kelly, and Rick Shields as their A's and B's.
So let's just jump right to it. skip the first two. Let's just jump right to it. Luke Kwan. Did they really have Luke Kwan on that team?
I mean, did they? No. No. What a disappointing showing. You put him up against a team that you thought
He would
you
beat
had
single-handedly.
an easy point. He was taking on
Bubby and
Frankie
Frankie.
Borelli, Bubby and Frankie, and he just overslept. What was it? Mason Nutt, his bunkmate, didn't even wake him up. He had to go back to wake him up, and then he missed.
Knowing he had overslept the night before because they did a video the previous day that he was late for.
I mean, how wild is that? Like, he overslept.
How much hate did he get for that?
Well, I mean, on the first 3 days, especially the first 2 episodes, a lot.
But I mean, to be fair, I'll play the devil's advocate for him. As far as YouTube golfers, I think he travels more than any of them because he does his videos based out of New Zealand, and they travel all over there. I mean, they were playing in Norway. They play in the Asian tour events.
He said he was just coming back from where? Was it Norway at the time?
I think so.
So
somewhere up there.
I'm going to rebut you here. Rebute you, I should say. And the funny part is that if that was the case, right? He should have been up early. Because they're 6 hours ahead of us. So, I mean, he should be tired or waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at that point. If that were the case. So I think it was just him trying to come up with an excuse.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. And in the end, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
I think it was. Honestly, I think...
Is the difference between 7-5 and 8-4 going into the second session that big?
Yeah. Number one. Number two, think about mentally how that could have hurt the rest of the team in that morning session.
It 100% did. You saw it. They all talked about it. They all let it affect them. That's not a him problem. That's a them problem. But get your mental right. Don't let that shit affect you.
But it's a team. So that 8-4
you can only control you.
But that 8-4 could have easily been a 6-6 if he had showed up on time and no one had to worry about him losing the point that was supposed to be gotten. So yes, it is a big deal.
Get your mental right.
Brother, when you get your mental right, we'll talk.
I do in that aspect.
I don't. Mentally on the golf course, I'm weak. But
you can only control what you can control at that moment. That's it.
So, like Justin had said, at the end of the morning session, they were down 8-4 and the orange team only needed 4.5 points to advance. They come out for the afternoon session, and boy, can Coach Gruden talk or what?
I wanted to run through a brick wall.
Who didn't? Everyone wanted to run through the brick wall for him after that speech. It was incredible. Team Pink came back, made a heck of a run. I think it was, 11.5 to 10.5 at one point.
Yep.
And then with the final couple pairings came through, the orange team took the final points and advanced. Pink team went home, which left a lot of big names after day one out of this tournament.
Which was the beauty of this format.
Right.
Because, listen, I remember when we first heard about this, we were wondering how you could put Brad Dalkey and the Bryan brothers in the same tournament as Bobby Burger and
I mean,
expect it to be fair.
Bobby Burger's sketch, the Duke, your favorite guy, the Duke.
Oh my god.
I mean, the Jet.
The
How is
the
how are these
the
people? Chandler from Mr. Beast. How are these people supposed to keep up
the
with these?
variation of characters.
Oh, um, but
Now,
yes,
to be fair, Brad Dalkey talks highly of Chandler and
yes.
golf.
A lot of people did actually after that said that if he just put his mind to it and practiced more, that he has the ability to be a very good golfer. I and I'm reaching out to you right now, the Duke. I want to see a 1v1 next summer, the Duke versus Justin,
Why me?
because you loved him so much.
Oh, please don't do this to me.
I think a 1v1 for maybe a pack of cigarettes.
Please don't do this to me.
So the Duke, if you see this, I'm pretty sure you're in New York and we're not far away. So think
Please
about it.
don't do this.
Hit us up. Maybe even if the Duke's got two friends, we'll do a 3v3 somewhere.
Please don't do this.
So, I mean, at the end of the day one, what did you think of the whole everything that happened?
The first week, the first two episodes. I think the Quan thing was overblown from the beginning.
I think the punishment was too severe.
Not really, because realistically, that's a disqualification. They lose that point no matter what.
Okay, but they're not PGA.
But most of the rules they follow are.
Not all of them. Come on now. I thought maybe a 3-hole punishment would have been sufficed. Making him win 5 in a row was just not even fair.
With PFT as his partner, there was no chance he was. Three with 6 left is tough. Bubby and Frankie aren't slouches.
No, but 5 with 4 left is even worse.
Right.
I mean, I think 3 would have been a fair penalty. He overslept. He owned it.
If you don't take the point automatically, like it should have been, then Dave, when that all first came up, said he could jump on the next tee box after he shows up. As long as the hole's not started, he can jump in. He was there before the end of the first hole. He should have been able to tee off on 2, because that was his original statement. So stand by it. Don't change it when he shows up.
Yeah, it just got worse and worse.
That was the only thing that bothered me about that.
But how about how brutal Witt was to Quan at lunch after the morning session?
I mean, he's a hockey player. That's what they do. A little uncalled for, but I get it. That's what they do. No love lost. He does not like them.
No, not at all. It also makes me wonder if Fat Perez and Quan made up after that.
What do you mean made up?
Well, Fat Perez came out and said something about, he's dead to me.
Did you really think he said that in a serious tone?
I don't know.
It was in his Perez tone. It was.
I don't know. Like I'd love to know if he forgave him. Like just a little follow up.
I don't think he meant it. I think it was his sarcastic tone that he uses. I really don't see Perez. I don't see FP being like that.
Well, we'll move on to day 2. Day 2 came out, and they decided to go with Frankie versus Riggs as team captains.
only made sense.
The team seemed pretty fair all the way around. Um, what do you think
Can
of?
we talk about how overconfident Riggs was with his team?
Well, I mean, for Riggs, if you think about it, he won the Barstool FedEx Cup, whatever they call theirs.
Their Writers Cup.
The Writers Cup, yes. The Barstool Writers Cup, he destroyed Witt in that. It wasn't even a fair fight. Um, and then he won day one. Like he was the hot hand.
He, he beat Bobby Berger, who drafted with his heart.
Maybe.
That was the downfall of day one. Is Bobby drafted with his heart?
I don't know. I mean, the teams were pretty good.
They were. I mean, you couldn't not have a good team with the people they had there.
Right.
And the good golfers were well known, and they all know each other except for Portnoy doesn't know anybody.
I do want to say though that the Kyle Berkshire Gabby Golf Girl combo, that was like a cheat code for 3 rounds.
That was the combo of the weekend.
What a cheat code those two playing together were. They complemented each other so well.
Long and straight and a good short game.
Yeah, what an amazing duo. But I mean, after the morning round of day 2, what was it? Pink team was up 5-1, right?
4-2?
Was it 4-2? Yes,
it was 4-2.
4-2, because at the end of the morning session, Dave offered Chazzy $100,000 to replay the hole.
Yeah.
And they
turned
said
it
no.
down.
Yeah. Would you have taken the 100,000?
No, it was only 56. It was double what they made in skins because there was skin money. There was skins money on every hole in day 2 and day 3.
Right. No, day 2 only.
No, just day 2. Just day 2 was skins all day.
Yes. But still,
$4,000 a hole.
Would you have taken 56,000, or would you have turned it down for the team? You're up 4-2.
There's a chance at that point they had already agreed to split all winnings between everybody. So you would have to make sure it's okay with everybody on the team. You have to.
Right.
I know the next day that you're going to be against most of them, but in that moment you have to do what's best to move everybody on to make more potentially. So, I don't think there's even a question.
So at the end of the day 2 morning session, it was 4-2 Riggs during the scramble session there. They move into the afternoon session needing to take 4.5 points on the orange side to advance. Pink only needed 2.5. And boy, did the show start there on episode 4. What an amazing, jaw-dropping, amazing episode you got in episode 4.
The golf they played.
Oh, my God.
Phenomenal.
How they came out with 5-1 in true alt shot was so impressive. You know, a lot of these players never played together, and yet still managed to work together so well.
Yep. Adapt and go.
You know, the highlights of it, Fazoli, I think you stole the show in episode 4. Loved you wrecking the golf cart. That was,
and the fence.
And the fence. Can't forget the fence and the golf cart. That was absolutely amazing. You definitely were the highlight to me in episode 4. I appreciated it. Cameraman getting the show. Sorry, I'm a little sick, fighting through this. But I mean, what do you want to talk about the day two afternoon session?
That I love Bubby and Melosi's personalities being shown. I loved that.
I think that was one of
Even
the
though they lost.
No, they didn't.
Oh no, they won. That's right.
That
Even
pairing was the smartest pairing they could have done
mm-hmm.
with all the time that they spend together playing with each other. Um, it was just brilliant. They didn't play well. They played up and down golf the whole time, but they made the shots that matter.
But I'm so used to seeing them in good videos where they're toned down. Like you still see the competitiveness, but to be able to see it let loose and them show more of their true self, I loved it. I loved the fire those two had.
I love the pairing of Dalkey and Lacey Snell. I thought that was a great pairing for Dalkey, and I don't mean anything bad by this, Lacey, but for somebody to carry her. He was able to finesse everything where she may not have made a perfect shot. He was able to finesse it back to a good play. I think for Lacey, I think being asked the night before to play in this, and then being around 47 influencers is probably a very hard task to overcome to begin with.
How many cameras?
Right. And I get it, she was a D1 golfer, but like
and
a lot of
how
eyes.
Many people?
Right.
Like so the amount of people that were there was unreal.
I give Lacey a lot of credit for accepting that and going out there and performing the way she did.
She shot well. She's a good golfer.
Yep.
She's gonna have a YouTube career because of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And hopefully we'll see her again next year if they do one.
They're doing one. They've already said it. They're doing one.
So, but I mean, it was, it came down to Melosi and Bubby beating Chaz and Sarah Winters on hole 8. And here comes Dave again.
Flapping money.
Right up. Yep. And he offered them what? $250,000, right?
$250,000 to play hole 9 till there was a winner. Yeah. If they won, they got $250,000 and the point. But if they lost the point and their team lost. Or they had to go to a playoff after that.
They go to a playoff. Tied. Yes, it would have been a playoff after that.
And they turned down the money.
Would you have turned down that money?
Yes.
I got to be honest. I don't know if I would have.
It would have been hard, but yes.
I think and
because at this point your team has won so much skins already. You're leaving that place with a good chunk of money as it is.
I think if Melosi was the one teeing off on 9, I may say let's go for it. Bubby wasn't hitting his tee shots well.
That's exactly what Brad said right then and there. So he said if it wasn't Bubby, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is that if it wasn't Bubby teeing off, maybe. Yeah, I probably would have. But, I mean, Bubby's a great player when he's on. He just couldn't tee off.
He has so much speed.
Yeah.
It's insane.
His baseball swing definitely does come through. But I mean,
reminds me of somebody we know. It really does.
Highlights of day 2. I want to point out Chaz. Chaz was probably
the best golfer that day.
Both days. I mean, Did he miss one shot at all?
He didn't miss a fairway. He
But I mean,
missed a couple
even
putts. He missed a
yeah,
couple of putts. That's
yeah,
it.
but and then he made a couple putts that were like 30, 40 feet.
Yep.
I mean, the
He,
guy was
he became a
incredible.
star.
Uh Definitely want to highlight him. Um,
And we point out Chaz is a little person.
yes,
And
think
he hits the ball a mile and dead straight.
I think he's what ranked number one in the world of short people.
Yeah, adaptive. Yep.
Yeah. It just what an incredible way to showcase it, and like for me to finally see him, like he was so good.
The pairing of him and George Bryan
Oh my
was
god.
amazing. They're they're twins. They're twins. Their swings are similar. They look alike.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But absolutely, Chazzy played his ass off. It was so fun to watch him play.
Yeah.
They did an amazing job with the production in this.
You know, besides Fat Perez, the Jet might have been the best Bob Does Sports golfer in this tournament.
He absolutely was.
What a
For a
display
guy
by
who's
the
behind a
Jet.
camera most of the time, he played very well.
Yeah, I mean the Jet just showed up, was hitting shots left and right.
He made the final 12. No? I thought he did.
No,
I thought he played cliffhangers.
no. The Jet was he was teamed up with George Bryan in day two.
Eh,
George was just off that day in the afternoon session. You know, they got to
correct.
that last hole and he put it all the way up on top of the rocks and it rolled all the way back down the cart path. They ended up conceding the hole. Um, which is on like George all the way around. He's a really good golfer.
Yes, he is.
But you know, of everybody on that team, like the Jet was probably one of the most impressive, lower tier golfers.
Just played consistent. Just
Yeah,
hit the ball straight for the most part.
yeah. Um, your buddy the Duke got knocked out in this round. I saw you shed a tear for that. Um,
You're killing me.
Killing me, Smalls. I, you know,
I
well,
just how does the physics of that swing work? The club's
well,
as tall as he is.
but I think there's something in common between the two of you that can make you understand it.
No, no. I will never understand that swing. And I don't
Um,
know if I have the patience.
but yes,
Man,
that was,
that man can talk.
yeah, oh yeah. You know who else
How
probably?
many times did Dave have to tell him about pace of play?
Oh my God. I mean, what? DoD King and Micah just decided to skip an entire hole. Oh, let's have it and move on, so that way they could get back caught up.
Half an hour at a tee box at a time. Because he just won't stop talking.
Um, what was I gonna say? Roger Steele showing at the Internet Invitational also. You know, I don't watch much of Roger Steele, but man, does this guy play golf? Is he good or what?
I've watched a couple of his. He can hit the ball hard.
Yeah, but he's an all around good golfer.
Mm-hmm. He was definitely overlooked, and he let it be known.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've overlooked him. I've never really watched any of his videos, but watching him for those first four episodes, what a fantastic golfer he is too.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough when you go up against Dalkey, though. That man's tough to beat, especially
Dal-
right now.
Dalkey was just, he was the man above men.
That man. I hope he gets some exemptions here this upcoming season. I would like to see him go out there and just see what he can do.
Absolutely. But some makes you wonder if he even wants to.
He does.
Oh, okay.
He flat out admitted. I listened to the Good podcast today. He flat out admitted if he got an exemption, he would say yes immediately.
Wow. Wow.
But he's got no desire to like do the grind, go to Q school or anything like that.
Right.
But he would take an exemption to see what he could do.
On the day 3, and this is where the fun begins. So at the end of day 2, they broke down the 12 people remaining and said, if you can figure it out on your own, make your own teams. Which I think they actually did a really good job of making their own teams and trying to make them fair too. I don't think one team was stacked.
Nope, they were even teams.
Came down to Dalkey, Francis Ellis, and Beef. Then you had what?
Micah,
Bubby, and Lacey.
Yep. And then Finch, DOD,
Josh Richards. And then Frankie, Paige Sporonic, and Mo. And I think they did a great job between themselves, really making these teams and making them fair without overloading and saying, all right, well, this team's going to win.
Right. I mean, all around at that point, you would think Paige, Bubby, and Mo would have been favored a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think I probably would have gave Finch, DOD, and Lacey probably number 2 in my eyes.
No, it had to be Dalkey's team.
See, I think Dalkey's team was 3rd in my eyes.
I mean, Francis was hitting the ball straight all week, like every day.
Well, getting into day 3, they start at Cliffhangers. And
beautiful course.
Oh, dude, I want to play that so bad. But
It's
Dalkey's
so
team did
Let's
not
do it,
start
though.
off. Dalkey's team did not start off looking all that good.
No, I got worried.
Yeah, I mean they fell all the way to last to start that thing, and they had some work to do. Paige, Mo, and Frankie started off hot. They ran the gauntlet for 18 holes. They were just top tier on the par 3.
They all hit the ball straight.
Yeah, I think between Peter, DOD, and Lacey, I think DOD was just off in the morning. He hurt that team.
He admitted that. He put a video out after it came out.
Yeah, he also said that it took him, he normally gives himself a couple hours to sob about his loss and then pick his head up and get back to work. But he said it took him a few days to actually get over the fact that, he cost them that par 3 course.
Yep.
Micah, Bubby, and Micah, Bubby, and Lacey. That's who it was.
They were just all over the place.
Yeah, they just no consistency there at all. Micah was making shots short. I mean, he did make that one that was 2 foot from the hole on that one tee shot. But altogether,
they just couldn't figure it out.
Josh Richards had a great display on the par 3 course.
I don't even really know who he is aside from this.
I think he's a gamer.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Sorry, dude.
Josh Richards, what DOD was missing putts, and Josh was cleaning them up like he was a tier B golfer. Like it was impressive, but in the end, Dalkey's team comes back. uh, I mean, Dalkey makes a 50-yard bunker shot within 3 feet of the hole.
That's Brad Dalkey.
Completely insane shot. Could not believe it. I mean, even Frankie's shot after Page's tee shot on the 18th was an incredible sand shot.
Yeah.
For someone who said he never wanted the rock at the end, he got it and he made the shot.
For now.
So after the morning session, we're left with Paige, Mo, and Frankie versus Dalkey, Francis, and Beef. But before they let them walk away from the morning session, the bird chirps again. And here comes Dave offering them to play the 19th hole at the Cliffhangers.
Which is a beautiful island
Yeah.
green that I would.
But you had to win it if. So the two teams that had already advanced, per se, if they won again, instead of playing for $333,333, they were doubled the chance of what they could win.
So instead of playing for 1 million, they're playing for 2.
And then, but if those two teams didn't win at the 19th hole, the other two teams won instead. They were only playing for the 1 million.
Whoever
Now,
scored better on that hole, like the top 2 scorers on that hole, moved on. So
what would you
either
have done
one or
there?
both of. Based on the teams or myself? Because myself, I would not do it. I would move to the next day because there's no way I am hitting that green with that pressure. There's no way I'm hitting that green in general, but then you throw that pressure on it. Nope.
I think I'm telling my team we're going for it.
Nope.
You've already guaranteed money. You won your skins. You've got money coming in. It was a free trip. Why not try doubling your money?
No, thank you.
I would have gambled that in a heartbeat. I wouldn't have thought twice.
Now, based on those teams, and both of them had to agree to not do it. If one wanted to do it, they had to do it.
No.
No?
Dave said one team could decide not to do it and the other one say yeah. Then their spot was up.
Oh. I thought it was one everything
Nope.
or nothing. All right.
Nope.
The way Paige, Mo, and Bubby were playing, I would have gone for it. Brad made the right choice by not.
Yeah, I mean, Beef made a lot of good putts going into that at the end, but Francis was all over the place.
Yeah, that was the right choice. Thing for both of them.
So obviously Mo, Paige, Frankie move on, and Dalkey, Francis, and Beef. We move on to the afternoon, 18 holes, true alt shot, winner take all.
Fun day, fun round.
And it's where the fun begins. Yeah.
Well, the fun begins on cliffhangers.
Yeah. I mean, there.
And production made sure you saw that.
Right. Right. But you didn't think much of it either in episode 5.
I did.
I didn't think much of it. I thought,
The
you
fact
know,
that it was Micah that called out Malosi made me question it.
I didn't think much of it. I thought, all right, because he said, oh well, I was standing up there. Micah calling out Mo for using his rangefinder with Slope. Slope had to be turned off in this tournament. Micah calls him out saying he is using it.
As per the asking of
Malosi. Malosi asked if Slope was allowed at his tee shot on day 1 in the morning, and Dave said, "What's Slope?" Dave didn't even know what Slope was. Like, how are you being the rules official and not knowing what things are?
By the way, production made sure you knew that Malosi was the one that asked.
Yes. But we move on to the afternoon session, and boy, did it become fun.
What a round of golf, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
Top to bottom,
completely,
everybody played so well.
completely up and down, back and forth, the whole 9 yards. Um, when they were hot, they were hot. When they weren't, they weren't. Uh, yeah. But we get going.
Comments made on hole 1 about a putt
Yes.
being given.
And, well, explain.
So, what were they? 2.5, 3 feet out
Yeah.
on a, according to Brad, a putt that's going to move that you have to put outside the hole. So Paige Sporanic asked if that was good and was told no by Francis, and then was snarkily told, "Oh, I guess you've never played competitive golf." Let's keep this in mind for future stuff down the road, because of course Francis has never played competitive golf. He's a comedian. And you have a professional golfer telling you, I wouldn't have even given you that.
Right. Right. So we move down the line, and I'm not exactly sure what got Dalkey to ask Peter Finch to watch them every time that they went into the high grass to make sure they were playing
Did he
fair.
ask before or after this incident, though?
Before.
I wonder if somebody else had said something.
So, leads us to the first incident of the show. Oh.
That lie in the rough, that real shit.
That one?
When Paige has gone ahead of the ball, he literally pressed down all the long grass in front so he could hit it out. But there's no way he could have hit that shot without that.
Because you're not allowed to hold back a tree limb behind you, right?
Yeah, it's literally I don't know the best way to say the balls.
So, we get with that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So, we're stuck with that now. In golf, you're not allowed to improve your lie by patting down the grass around it, breaking limbs or anything like that to make your swing path better. And which was interesting to find out that it's actually a one-stroke penalty also, that if you take a practice swing and say it's under a pine tree and a cone falls out, a pine cone falls out, that's actually a one-stroke penalty because it improved your lie.
Yeah. Golf's
Um,
dumb. I don't follow that rules.
yeah,
I don't
I
play
mean,
competitive.
but so it moves on,
I'm not.
and
You can't do that. You're playing for $1 million. You can't do that.
Francis approaches Paige at the green and
After
explains
originally
to
saying he
her,
wasn't going to say anything.
right, and says to her, I'm just letting you know that you improved your lie there. You're not supposed to do it. It didn't matter because we won the hole anyway.
So remember those snarky comments on hole 1? Came back to bite her in the ass at hole 10.
Yeah. I mean,
and then to cry and say you didn't know? You question this man about ever playing competitive golf, knowing he hasn't, and you have, but you don't know you can't do that? I don't buy it.
I mean, here we are 5 days removed from episode 6. And I'm sure you have also watched a lot of videos on this. And the latest one,
yes.
the latest one I watched, it actually looks like she tried to pat down the grass and it didn't work and she moved the ball.
I thought that too.
Because when you
I
go to
saw a
see
video that
Melosi
looked like
take
that.
you go to see Melosi take the actual swing
And it's
and
all patted down.
No, where the grass should be patted down, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes
I
you
thought
wonder.
the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I thought she moved the ball. I think I messaged you that.
It made it look like, well, it didn't work patting it down, so now we're just going to move it. So, I mean, but at the end of the day...
They lost the hole. It is what it is.
If they had to concede the hole, they had lost it already. It didn't matter. It moves on from there. Moving on from there...
The next hole...
is where the fun begins. With Melosi, everyone's starting to question him with his rangefinder again. And we have another video for you.
Check it.
I don't even know how to check it.
This is when it has slope on. This is when it doesn't.
Good.
Is there anything else that people think I'm cheating on?
I don't think it was you. I think it was actually Melosi for the slope. There's an anonymous tip.
What kind of golf is this, Dave? I thought this was boring.
I'm not having issued anything. I don't even know what a slope looks like.
What? Who? What?
So what makes this more controversial is at this point, I've heard that he knew that they were checking the rangefinders as he grabbed that, sat down, and then somebody was trying to tell him, and he couldn't hear him and kept driving. Like, the only person who knows is him.
I think the video makes him look really bad. I think if you are innocent, you shouldn't have grabbed it. There was no reason then to throw it off to your right side under your towel. That was a weird spot.
When you say you grabbed it because you were going to hand it to somebody, and then the next thing you do is throw it next to you like you're hiding it.
Your thumb placement on it. A little weird that you put your thumb right where the slope is, but I'm glad we waited to record this video. In the last video I saw with people with the same exact rangefinder as him, and it slides left to right, right to left. The guy explained his is 2.5 years old. And even with him holding it, not next to the mic or anything like that, you could hear that button, clear as day, clicking back and forth like it was nothing. And you would have heard that in the cart cam also. I believe Malosi actually didn't cheat. As bad as he made himself look, I don't think he did it.
I mean, we won't ever know. I mean, Portnoy even said it. He has himself his JFK.
Yeah.
Weird phrasing, but I mean, he's not wrong because nobody will ever know except for Malosi.
I mean,
and you have to take him at his word, don't you? Because he gave his word. Like, he was asked man to man by Portnoy on like just the two of them, and he put his hand up to God and said he didn't have it, and then went on to hit a fantastic shot after that. I mean, it takes some sort of psycho to be able to do something like that.
I'm going to backtrack. I think that he didn't switch the slope at all when he grabbed it out of his cart. Now, I will say I do think he was using slope throughout the tournament.
Just flicking it on and off randomly.
And I think the reason he grabs it off the cart is because he couldn't remember whether he had turned it off or left it on. So he had to check it. But he had turned it off, and that's why you never heard the click. But I think, like, in the sense of a person, you knowing you didn't ever use slope, you'd never have to check it.
Right.
But if you use slope and you go, oh no, they're about to check mine, well, you're going to make sure it's not on.
But here's the thing. He's been doing this long enough. No, he knows damn well there are cameras everywhere. There ain't no chance he can get away with that.
I mean, okay. There are cameras everywhere, but yet hundreds of people a day still steal. It's the same concept. You think you can get away with it. I don't think
he's that type of guy, though. From I only know him from what I see through YouTube and what he shows, but
and Astro fans thought that their players would never cheat to win a World Series. What do you want? All right? Let's be honest.
I mean,
there's no reason to check your slope that it's off if you didn't use it the whole 3 days.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna take him at his word. I'll wait to see what he has to say when he finally comes out with something.
I don't know if I blame him for using it.
I do know the hate that his family has been getting, from what I've seen, needs to stop. That's stupid.
I mean,
it's a YouTube video. Yes, for $1 million, but it don't affect you. So just chill.
Let's be honest. Coming towards the end of our topic here, let's be honest about something. At the end of the day, this whole thing was about presenting the influencers of golf, creating good content. Content being the specific word there.
Mm-hmm.
You need the drama, you need the suspense, and you need the people to buy into it.
Dave creates that on his own too, intentionally interjecting himself. How many times is he trying to get in Frankie's head?
But that's
coming down to hole 18. Let's talk about how this finishes.
But that's the thing. We're going to over-analyze something to get the most views out of it. That's what it comes down to. But yes, let's go into 18. We get done with 17, all tied up.
Rangefinder gate or slope gate, whatever they're calling it. Doesn't really matter. They lost that hole. They're one down at that point. Lose the next to go 2 down with
and then
3 to
win
go.
16 and 17.
Win 16, 17. So you're going into 18 as a $1 million hole.
Yep.
And you got Brad Dahlke, probably the best golfer on YouTube right now, on the tee box, and this man hits the ball.
Just pipes one 350 down the middle like it's nothing.
Right down the middle of the fairway.
And, you know,
Rewind.
Back at it. We had a very long discussion while, at the time, Justin was working overnight, so he had to watch the videos after me. Unfortunately, he watched this video before me, so I watched it after him, and we were able to talk about it. I don't think I could have played 18.
I'd have been a puddle.
The amount of golf carts that were surrounding hole 18 was absurd. I mean, good for them. They did what they wanted to. They got what they wanted to out of it. But yes, Dahlke stripes one right down the middle, 350, like it's nothing.
Now, come to find out, he compares that tee shot to the first tee shot at the Masters.
That's wild.
With the pressure he felt.
Frankie is teeing off on 18.
And gets announced by Dave Portnoy as Frankie
Butterknife
Borelli.
Oh,
It's a good shot. Probably the best shot he hit the whole day.
And he made the shot he wanted to, and it was just too pure.
Right. Ran through the fairway.
Over the cart path, up
spot.
into the high weeds. The only play that Mo had was to just play it back out to the middle. Through all of this, Frankie, Paige, and Mo come down. They're basically at the same spot as Dahlke, Francis, and Beef at the end, but they have one more stroke than them. Frankie's up. And, you know, I don't blame Frankie.
Like a 20-yard chip shot?
I don't blame Frankie, though.
No,
he's taking all the heat. But can we backtrack one stroke? Paige only hit the ball like 30 yards.
Right.
She should have been the one that put him on the green.
But it was Frankie living up to his name. Like, and he owned it immediately. Immediately. Like I said, 20-yard chip shot and just blades it. I'm pretty sure he hit like a sprinkler head. It came real close. It took a funny hop there. Like in the slow motion, it looks like it might have hit it. Just absolutely blades it across the green into the water.
And that's how it ends.
No.
Well,
there's one more shot. There's one more shot.
They concede to that.
There's one more shot after he blades it into the water. They have Beef putt it up. And he just has to basically get it on the green, and that's when they concede because they need a 2-putt from there. And the reason I say that is because this Internet Invitational started with a shot from Beef and ended with a shot from Beef.
So the significance to this all, this poor man passes away the day before the Internet Invitational was supposed to open. One of the most
supposed to be released on YouTube.
Caring, tender people that everyone talks about that knows him. And he passes away the day before it's supposed to be released. And it was funny because at the time, after we learn of his death and we start watching, like, right at the very beginning of the first episode, I looked at Justin and I said, you know what? Beef's gonna win this. No matter whose team he's on, Beef wins the Internet Invitational. He has to. There's something significant about this. He's the first one to tee off to start it. He's the last one to make the last shot of it, and he wins it. How poetic. I mean, you say things are done for a reason. God does things for a reason.
That it was, and I mean, they obviously, towards the end of it, knowing how the outcome was, the way they produced it, they started focusing more on him. And there was an interaction with, I think it was Bob from Bob Does Sports. And Bob asked him, if he wins, what he's going to do with the money. And he said he was going to pay off his parents' house
and donate to charity.
And when he got asked again after winning it, I think Bubby asked him, he said, I'm paying off my parents' house. So,
I mean, you couldn't have wrote a fairy tale any better than what you got from this.
No, it was perfectly done.
Yeah.
The production value of this, this might ruin golf.
I don't think you're wrong.
The PGA might be in trouble because now there's starting to be money in this. Now there's starting to be big purses. Brad Dahlke won this, and he won one of the PGA things that they put on, the Creator Classics. He won almost $500,000 in YouTube golf tournaments this year.
I mean, to be fair, he won it a week after this. He won another $100,000. He won $500,000, $500,000 in 2 weeks.
Where did he win $100,000 the week after?
Was at the Creators Classic.
Oh, is that video out yet?
Yeah, that was a week after this that he won the hunt when he beat Sean at wherever they were, I think in Georgia or something like that.
Yeah, plus he wins all those money games.
It was a week after this had ended. The week later, he won that. When he beat Sean, Micah, and somebody else. Was it Roger?
Yeah. I remember that video.
So, I mean, in a 2-week span, he won $500,000 just on YouTube golf. Good for him. He's the best golfer out there.
I really hope he gets an exemption because the way he's playing golf right now, I think he can make some noise.
I think the biggest take of this is PGA needs to learn to let the personalities go. The personalities drive the fans.
They never will. The old guard's going to keep it.
There's never been a YouTube series yet, a YouTube golf series yet that has made me I can't wait for the next episode. Like, oh, what's next? The producers of this, they created a cinema that left you on the edge of your seat, wanting to know what was next, and it was done so perfect.
I mean, they had Dunkin' Donuts was a huge sponsor of that.
That was so cool.
The amount of eyes that this thing brought, what was it? In the first day of the last episode, in the first 24 hours, they got 4 million views.
Yeah.
Of over, like 2 hours or something like that.
It was incredible.
Insane.
But just a great product that was put out. Applause to everyone who did it.
And his personal life, he's going to blow up this year.
Yeah.
Grant Horvat's going to have competition at the top of YouTube golf.
Absolutely. I'd love to see Dahlke team up with somebody and take on Grant Horvat and Phil Mickelson for those shoes. Can Dahlke be the one who puts the first loss in that column on him?
See, but it would have to be somebody from Live, and I don't. With Dalkey saying he would take a PGA exemption, I don't know if he's going to chance doing anything crossing over with Phil. Anything to put himself in touch with Liv because of what happened with
But isn't
George
that
Bryan
more
or with Wesley
YouTube
Bryan.
than Live?
Mm-mm. It has more to do with Liv than anything. So I don't know. I don't know.
You imagine like a John Rahm and Brad Dalkey.
I don't know if you could beat that. I really don't. I don't think you could put two professionals together to beat that.
Sergio Garcia with the short game and everything like that, and Dalkey with the long game. Wow.
Ramen Dalkey would be a cheat code. That's a cheat code. That's insane. And that's wild that was your first choice.
John Rahm, yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, I guess the only thing that might be better is Bryson and
I don't think so.
And Brad.
I don't think so. I like Dalkey can drive the ball just as far as Bryson. So you're not gaining anything there.
Yeah, but Bryson is such a good putter right now.
I think Rahm has a better short game and everything than DeChambeau.
He does.
So, Dalkey, who already has a good short game and is a good putter, Rahm, who has a good short game and is a good putter, that's not fair when you're getting two shots of each one.
Should it be a sign to the PGA that we know so many live golfers because they do YouTube videos also?
Absolutely, it should. And
the only PGA golfers I really give a shit about are the ones who do some of these videos with these creators.
Yeah.
Max Homa recently has done a bunch of them.
Did you see the most recent video? Grant Horvat actually beats Bryson in a 9-hole match straight up.
Yeah, Bryson had to use rental clubs.
Yeah, he interrupts them on vacation. But what else you got for this?
Nothing. If you haven't watched YouTube Golf, give it a chance. This is a YouTube exclusive. So make sure you subscribe.
Let us know if you like it. We have no problem talking YouTube Golf. We actually thoroughly enjoy watching it. And we can put more of these out.
I think I watch more of that than anything else.
Me too, all the time.
It's so terrible. Stupid.
But yeah, maybe we do this bi-weekly, once a month to start something and keep people in touch with what's going on in the world of the YouTube golf. So
till next time,
follow, share, subscribe, comment. Later.